pussyfoot around the edges, we dance around in the shallow pool, and then we wonder why things just aren't clicking. Why do we feel broken? Why do we feel that it's not working for us? Why do we feel it's exhausting? Why do we feel so tired?
Welcome to the Life by Design podcast. I'm your host, Kim Ward, a certified master life and business coach, NLP practitioner, and your guide to building a life and business that you absolutely love. Listen, all female entrepreneurs, female digital marketers. This, I promise, is a conversation unlike what you've heard before. Roxanne Lynch is here with me. This woman is a blogger, an affiliate marketer, a Pinterest marketer. Love it. And I'm so glad you're here to have this real, raw conversation today. Welcome.
Oh, first of all, thank you, Kim, for the invitation. I know we've had this on the books for months, but it has been a beautifully crazy summer, and it's hard to believe we're already into September. The kids are back in school. We are already thinking, about sugar plum fairies dancing in our heads. We're thinking about, what's going on with the pumpkin spice. Are we jumping right into the peppermint lattes? Like, what are we going for here? It's
Yes, especially on your Pinterest account right now. It's
Yeah.
full-blown December and winter, and I love it. You're a great marketer, and you know what it takes to be effective, efficient, and just super, super savvy. So we were having a private conversation last night, as a matter of fact, about a little platform that we know and love. And you got into some spit and truth, girl. And I was like, I've never heard anybody admit this the way that you have. So I'm wondering if
we're
you're
gonna go
willing to
there.
rip the
We're
Band-Aid off.
really gonna go back.
We're going. We're
We're gonna go
going.
back in time.
Yes.
It's like, if we can't be truthful with the women around us in our circle, how can we really be of service?
So
When
good.
we pussyfoot around the edges, we dance around in the shallow pool, and then we wonder why things just aren't clicking. Why do we feel broken? Why do we feel that it's not working for us? Why do we feel it's exhausting? Why do we feel so tired? Why do we think maybe people don't want our product? Maybe people think like it's saturated. There's just too many red lipsticks out there, okay? I was being feisty today. I got the red lipstick on. I got my big bold earrings on. Like, I want all the vibes.
I love
All
it.
the vibes. But that's the truth when it comes to one of our very first platforms that we ever started marketing on. I know I've been marketing on this platform since 2013. You were probably even a little bit before me.
A little after, actually. I didn't join
Really?
until 2015.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowzers. But I mean, I remember doing all the things, and it was a Wild West then. I mean, definitely say me too, if you remember the Wild West crazy years of COVID when you could drop anything on TikTok and it would fly off your cart. You'd wake up to like who is buying my stuff and where did they find me? It was a
Yes.
beautiful thing. But, 13 years ago, 15 years ago, it was the same thing for Facebook. It was the same thing. We could do anything, we could get away with anything. We just thought that that was going to last forever.
We did. I did. It was so good. It was so good while the good was getting. And I remember my first six-figure year. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you.
No,
I
do tell.
did my first six figures in a matter of 4 months. And all of those figures came from my personal Facebook profile. There was no YouTube for me, there was no Pinterest, and there was no paid ads. It was just organic Facebook marketing from my profile in 4 months to hit my first six figures. So I've never heard anyone explain this the way that you have. And it got me giddy because I was like, oh, snap. She is so right. We need to have this conversation before we share what we're doing to combat the issues that we're seeing today on, Facebook. That's our home. That's our homeland.
Yeah. And we have to give grace to that.
For sure.
I am so thankful, same thing. Like for the tens upon tens of thousands that I've earned, probably well over 100,000, but it was a constant hustle the last 7 years. The
Yes.
last 7 years have been crushing for some women, crushing to the point where they just gave up in the industry. Like,
Oh, who's talking
and
about this? Who says this? And the real truth. It's true. I know
yeah,
I felt it, and I've had these conversations with my husband, but when we go to social media, we're all trying to put that best foot forward and act like this isn't happening. So I'm glad we're doing our due diligence to have this
yeah,
conversation because it is
it's
social media.
it's it's a beautiful thing when we look at it from an exterior eye. And I think that's something that, I mean, my parents taught me. They said, like, hey, if something's not working, you have to step back and have a look from an external eye, from like a different perspective, because when you're in the trenches, you can't see anything but how deep you are.
Right?
So
Right.
when you're thinking about looking at leveraging social media, I mean, and we've changed the name of the game so long. What was it? MLM, then it was network marketing, then it was community shopping and selling, it was social retail, it was faceless marketing. It's online sales, okay? And we have to give grace for the journey. I mean, you think about our grandparents were sewing in their cabin making extra cash. And then our grandmas started, slinging out the little mini red lipsticks. I love my auntie.
Yes,
Like, I have the
yes.
mini lipsticks, door to door, ding dong.
Love
We're
it.
past those door knocking years. Then come the hotel meetings, and then come, the driving. We've come so far. We have to give ourselves grace. Like, amen, baby. We've come a long ways. When it comes back to Facebook, we have to remember why it was created. It's Facebook, social media. Not, it's not sales book. Women don't wake up in the morning with a cup of coffee in one hand and a credit card in the other and going like, ka-ching, ka-ching, I'm ready to do some shopping today.
Well, they
You know,
do just on a different platform that I'm sure we're
right?
going to talk about.
But it's not usually on Facebook.
No,
And
not
we've
at all.
evolved where we were and how we shopped and bought on Facebook. Back in the good old days, women now are savvy. They're skeptical. They stand back. Where's the slick, the ick? When's the rug gonna get pulled out from underneath my feet? And they're really tentative now because we've been burned so many times.
Yep.
And I see this evolution coming back where people just want to start sharing those hearty fall stews. You want to talk about, the winter white inspiration. We want to share life
Yes.
and not the negativity and the crazy and the drama because it's just we want a happy place and we're
So
not finding it on Facebook these days.
I'm glad you said that because I want you to talk to our listeners, specifically those who are still trying so hard and doing everything that they know how to do on the Facebook platform with their business. What would you say to them?
If it's not working, it's not necessarily you because you're building on a platform that is rigged for failure when it comes to selling online.
Why?
Facebook doesn't want us to sell on this free platform. We're trying to party and make money online for free on a platform that wants us to pay. We know all about the Facebook no-nos. You say the words share, comment, like, sale, promo, you're going to get tanked. If you put a link in that, either on a reel or in a story, unless you got a professional profile, you can put a link in there. But if it's on your main page, even as a professional profile, no one's going to see it. You could scroll for a year and no one's going to see that beautiful post about your
Yeah.
beautiful product from your beautiful heart. It's rigged in a way that we're constantly trying to dance around and make something work for us. And then we complain about the algorithm. Well, that's because Facebook wants us to pay to play.
Yes.
And so they're always going to be changing the algorithm. And we think that it's us. And
Oh,
it's not.
I'm loving this. I hope you are hearing this loud and clear because Roxanne is a Facebook marketing expert. She really is. She knows the ins and outs, the nuances, the to-dos, the not to-dos, everything. And this woman can dance on the platform. And you, like many of us, have realized like it's not me and it's not working. So let's talk about what you're doing to organically bring in leads every day. I think yesterday when you said you're bringing in 5 to 6 organic leads a day with just one component of many that you've got going on, but you've been able to simplify, reduce your stress, and break away from that hustle culture. And I think there's so many women out there who want to do that as well, but we don't know what we don't know. So what is working for you?
Currently, what's working for me is the vitality, the energy of live video that
Nice.
I can put in many different places, including my favorite, my place of peaceful profits, which is Pinterest.
Oh,
Like
peaceful
that's
profits.
my bliss place. Like that's I could live in it all day long. We can make leads all day long. We can make money consistently. And when I really dug into it, it's because Pinterest loves all the things that Facebook hates. Like it's a
Yes.
total reversal. Everything that Facebook was saying, that's a no-no, that's a no-no. I'm going to tank your posts. I'm going to hide your products. I am going to eliminate anything that they don't like. And the reverse opposite, it was like go where we're celebrated, go where we have welcomed arms waiting for us to monetize, to connect, to build community, to build conversations, to build connections. Yes, ultimately, conversations, conversions, curiosity, and cash. I like the C word.
Yes.
It's like,
The good C
um,
words.
I like the C
The
word.
clean C words.
Yeah,
You just
very
wrote a
much.
blog article about this, didn't you?
I have it. I have it. I believe it gets published tomorrow.
Nice. We're going to
I'm
link Roxanne's blog in the comments and the description in our show notes for you. The way that you write and the honesty and the truth and just the realness that you bring into your your writing for your readers to realize I'm not broken. There's hope. And what worked in 2016 or what worked in 2020 is not what's working today. So let's adjust, let's shift. And you're going to find the peace in your mental health, in your sanity, and in your bank account. Hopefully, that's the goal, right?
Thank you, Kim. I think because women now, I mean, we just had a massive full moon. We're coming into the fourth quarter. We're coming up very close to into September the 21st.
Yes,
And like seasonal change does something to us. You add that with a full moon and coming into the fourth quarter of this year, it's like women are now feeling they don't even know why they feel that crunch, but that's why you feel the crunch. It's because the year is rolling so swiftly,
mm,
so very swiftly. And it doesn't matter whether you're 35, 45, or like me, 55, that you only have an innate amount of time
for
to
sure.
have your dreams, your goals, your hopes come true. And if we can take more control of that with the precision and purpose that Pinterest offers us, instead of even doing our very best marketing on Facebook,
Yeah,
unless you have a Facebook community or you're using your uh, friends request things and you're making new friendships, true friendships on Facebook, it's not like it used to be 13 years ago, 15 years ago.
for
It's
sure.
difficult unless you're doing paid ads, you have a public profile, you're doing a lot of reels, and so Facebook is pushing your videos out to make new connections. The trust takes longer on Facebook compared to what it used to be. Can it still be done? Yes. I know women that are doing it. I also know they're working their little butts off.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was it for you specifically that, you looked at Pinterest and you said, ah, it's different over here.
knowing that it was strategic and strategy. I didn't have to fly by the seat of my pants. It took a little bit more intention, but
Mhm.
knowing what and why and how. It's like if you planned a trip to Florida to, Disney World or Disneyland, I can't remember which is which, but if you plan a trip, you're going to plan it. Like I'm over here in Western Canada. You have to plan your stops, your gas stations, your snacks,
Yeah.
all the things. That's planning. A business should be no different. Like if you're not monetizing and you're not having fun and you're winging it, then try something different. Try
I love
something with a little bit more purpose and strategy. And the strategies are not difficult to learn. Like they're right in front of us. The signs are right in front of us, but we've been in a place and space so long that isn't welcoming. We just don't know how to take that next step.
Wow.
And I remember, what was it, 18 months ago, I did my first little mini workshop with you again, and kind of like woke my Pinterest brain up because I stopped pinning for 2.5 years. I was kind of probably not very good, but that changed. It changed a lot.
Well, you just reached a pretty cool milestone, right? You've reached a very big number. Share with us what that number is.
I think I just crossed 4.6 million
Good Lord.
impressions, which means eyeballs. Like
Yeah.
that's incredible. Like I that's hard for me to wrap around. I remember when I hit 4 million, I asked ChatGPT, I said, on average, how long would I have to be on Facebook posting consistently and doing a certain number of videos on the average, because they know all the data. And it said it would have to be over 44 years on Pinterest, or sorry, on Facebook, to get the same results that I had on Pinterest in less than a year.
I
Like
remember when you
that,
did that.
I just like, my mind
That's
was
so
blown away.
eye-opening. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
4.6 or 4 million to spend 44 years creating content to reach the same amount of exposure, impressions,
Yeah.
eyeballs that it took you, what did you say? Maybe 15 months at the time? 12
Yeah.
months, something like that. That's insane. That's insane. And so to kind of enhance your Pinterest, because you don't need a blog in order to be successful. But I do want to touch on the blogging part a little bit because a few of us have been talking more and more about the blogs and what we're doing with them. And I know you've kind of used that to put a little bit of kerosene behind your Pinterest presence, if you will. So why did you decide to lean into the blogging arena?
I wanted to share a little bit more story, because women, we all have a story.
Don't
And we
we?
all think that we don't have a story, but sunshine, you do. You got a hell of a story.
Yeah.
You've been on the circus ride, you've been on the roller coaster, you've been to the fair and the parks, and you know it. You know it inside out. And it's like when you just start spilling those truths. I think the other reason why I wanted to go back and dig into blogging is it allowed that other aspect of creativity out, that I could
Mm,
really speak truths that, I love my family and I love my friends, but they don't understand what I do to make money online. They don't have a big grasp of it.
yeah.
They can't wrap their heads around it. So for me, I can actually get a little more raw and more real in my blogs, because my friends and family aren't going to read them. Like
Right.
they don't know. Like they'll never find me on Pinterest. My friends going like, I can't find you on Pinterest. It's like, because you're not looking. You're not looking for what I have to market. So Pinterest gives you that added safety net of your friends and family. You don't have to worry about what they think,
Mm,
or how they're going to feel, or the judgment from your, catty cousin Kathy. Don't got to worry about that, because it's a secret over there. It's a beautiful, quiet place that
yeah.
profits can happen.
I love that.
It's a feel good place,
It
and it's
so
pretty.
is. And it's designed that way. Your Pinterest is pretty. Your blog is pretty, and you've aesthetically got it going on. You remember last year at this time, over on Pinterest, we had 465 million monthly active users. And today, just a year later, we're at 578 million. And so it's no surprise that people are catching on to what you're saying. There was a new study that was just released even about men and what role do they play in Pinterest today. And so what was it? There's 578 million monthly active users, and over one third of that audience is men. And it was really cool because according to a study from GWI, I don't know what that stands for, but that's in a Pinterest blog that I read, that over 65% of men globally want to be authentic online. And so the way that the Pinterest CEO and all the executives decided to roll with the punches, you mentioned like Facebook algorithms with Pinterest, it's in a way where people are only going to see content that they're already searching for. So it just speaks to the point where you're like, Cousin Kathy or whoever you are, you're not looking for what I have. So I'm not going to show up because you're not my ideal client, customer, business partner, whatever. So when you put the marketing cap on, it gives you so much confidence that you can leverage a platform that is showcasing your content to exactly the people who are searching for that, which is why you, me, and so many others who've caught on are having those leads come in. And that helps the rest of your business, right? Your open rates are better, your conversion rates are better, your network grows, and those people stay because they're aligned with you, your vibe,
Yeah.
and your offers.
Yeah. When I reflect back to Facebook, as much as we love it, there are only so many people over the age of 21 that still go to Facebook. Most of them are over on Instagram, or they're over on X or Twitter or TikTok. So when we're building our businesses, and I have found this to be true, but you said it in a much better way than I did, that we're also exhausted because we only have such a small market, a small fishing pool, if you want to call it, when you're looking for other network marketers. Other network marketers are not our market.
Yeah.
They're not our market. And I believe the words you used, and I love them, and I will say them, which is an incestuous pool.
Oh, you're not
Other network
kidding.
marketers are not your target market. And it's like, so Pinterest got me out of that circle when it come to, having business builders or business partners, because people are on Pinterest searching for how to make money from home, how to make an extra $500 a month from home, how to make money online. Where can I make money online?
Mhm.
Money online, money maker ideas. Like they're being searched for by the thousands every month. So why not be marketing options and ideas for them where people are actually looking
I want to
versus
pry a
your
little bit. How do you help people make money online?
I teach digital marketing for basics, offering high profit commissions. And I also have a secret money maker that is strictly from home. It's for homebodies and winter hermits and people that don't want to people.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
So I like
Well,
having the opposite. I'm a Gemini, so I like one time I can be that extrovert, like really excited about something, and then I have to hermit. I have to homebody, I have to cocoon. I can be that social butterfly, but tomorrow you can bet I will not be doing videos after today. I need to take a time out and rejuvenate. And that's normal. That's normal for a lot of women.
that's so funny. I'm a Cancer and I'm very much like that myself as well. I told someone one time, it was Ray Higdon. I said, I'm an introvert. And he busted out laughing on a Zoom and he goes, Oh, you think you're an introvert? And I was like, Am I not? Yeah, I thought I was. But you summed it up
No.
so nicely.
So just so you know, my husband is a Cancer, and I once said a similar thing. It's like, I'm an introvert. And he goes, No, babe, you're not an introvert. I said, Really? He says, No, you're just socially selective.
Yes.
And I'm going like, that's true.
That
That's
is so
true.
great. I love that. Yeah, I mean, so, when we are able to bring our authentic self, we are aligning with our audience. And I know if you're listening right now, I mean, you can hear Roxanne, you can see Roxanne. I strongly encourage you to connect with her. We're going to link, like I said, her blog, her Pinterest account. And if you are that hermit, introvert, extrovert, question mark, I don't know, you don't want to people today, but you are looking for those ways to earn money online while being strongly rooted in your foundation without the hustle, without the grind, without the exhaustion that we've lived through, connect with her. She's a wonderful, wonderful guide and mentor. I wouldn't have had her out today if that weren't the truth. Anything else you want to touch on? Did we miss any juice? Any
I
tea?
I don't think so. I just have to be really grateful for the path. Like this is an adventure.
It is.
I remember being in my 20s thinking that 50 was old. Not old. We're not young. I mean, we're not old. We still have the same young heart inside.
Yes,
And
but even now at
there's
our age, we wouldn't want to go back to our 20s. So,
no. Oh no, I'm so much more wiser. So much more wiser and with that wisdom. And with that wisdom we can make different choices and we have the courage to do that because it's about that fall down, get up, and figure out what works and what doesn't work and give ourselves grace to do it. There's no shame, there's no blame.
yeah.
It's just about going where we're celebrated and finding that peace and not having to be like stuck into my DMs or thinking that the same 20 people that were engaging on my post last month aren't they're still not going to buy from me. They're still going to be like the tire kickers and the looky loos and the snoopy snoops. And we love them,
Yeah.
but we just have to remember that in the long run, Facebook wasn't made for sales. While Facebook as a company makes, billions and billions and billions, it's not made for the everyday women to earn a reliable full-time income on, or even a reliable 500 for the average person, because they just
Wow.
don't have the depth of knowledge to manipulate a game that is always it's rigged. They're always changing the carpet. They're always moving things. And if you don't have enough history of marketing and leveraging Facebook and social media, it's going to be very difficult for a new woman to come into the space and earn income where they can just open the door to Pinterest and in a short period of time learn the ins and outs with peace, making sure you have enough time to make those pumpkin spice cookies, to make sure you can have that family time, because no matter how old we are in our life, there's always family time that's really important to us.
Of
you
course.
know got
Yeah.
grandbabies or you got babies.
I was going to
you know
say, yeah, you've got your grandbabies, and I'm full head into basketball season already with my girl. She's on the travel team this year. And, for
yeah,
me, I'm in that sandwich generation. I'm dealing with a dad with cancer, and we're navigating that journey as a family. And like I said, basketball season on top of it. I don't have time to be in the hustle, in the DMs, grinding it
no,
out. I want the peace and I want the posture that Pinterest and blogging and marrying the two together provide.
yeah,
And also, your tools, your secret thing, and your digital marketing. That's leverage. That's ultimate
yeah,
leverage for women, and we don't know what we don't know. So if you're hearing this message today, it's not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in irony. We're exactly where we need to be when we need to be there. So reach out, visit Roxanne's blog, visit her Pinterest. Feel free to reach out. She won't bite. Maybe you nibble. I don't know if you bite, but I can't thank you enough because I don't know a lot of brave enough people, to be honest, and to really truly have this conversation and
yeah,
say, look, we're in a different time, we're in a different season. Let's do things differently. And I appreciate
yeah.
you for that.
No, I'm grateful, Kim. It was beautiful. I love the conversation, and hopefully, it was able to inspire a few people, have women have a few aha moments, and have them feel better at the end of the day. Just feel better. I mean, life is hard enough.
It is.
Life is hard enough. You know, a lot of women that are making money online or want to make an extra income online with whatever product, service, or opportunity that they have, we give so much to maybe our job or our employer or our family. This shouldn't have to take everything else that we have left of the day,
So good.
to have that little bit of extra pay. There has to be ways that we can create income online or income from home sweet home, the beaches of the world, the high rises of the mountaintops, whatever you are, wherever you are. There's so many ways to create extra if that's what you wish, or replace your income. You don't have to stay stuck. And I'm glad that Pinterest opened up those doors again for me.
So good.
Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. And thank you. So, friends, you've heard it here. Don't be frustrated. Just flip that Rubik's Cube and try something different. And I hope that you'll reach out. Roxanne, thank you so much. And hey, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. And as always, friends don't let friends grow and develop alone. So share this episode with someone you love and care about. We'll see you in the next episode.